What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 5 of the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke. In episode 4, check it out with that little card up there if you haven't seen it. But we started it into Mount Moon and took on a couple Team Rocket members and evolved our Nidorino, into Nidoking. Hope you liked the thumbnail on the last episode. I had a little bit of fun making that. Let's go ahead and check out the team. In between episodes, I did run back to the Pokemon Center real quick and just healed up so that you didn't have to see that on screen. But we've got a Snake, the Magikarp at level 9. We've got Sally the Charmeleon at level 17. We've got Jerry the Rattata at level 15. Chester the Pidgey, level 16. Pumpkin the Butterfree at level 11. And obviously Henry the Nidoking. That's such a sick cry. I love that. And look at those stats. He is one beefy boy. It's a good thing that we've got a stage 2 Pokemon at this stage in the game. That'll be really helpful. It's going to be able to tank some hits and dish out some real damage. So in this episode, we're going to try and finish our way through the Mount Moon and get to Cerulean City. We might have an opportunity to get an encounter outside of Cerulean City if we make it that far, so we'll see. And then obviously there's a couple more trainers to fight on the way out of here, so depending on how many wild Pokemon we run into and things like that, we'll see how long this episode ends up being. Let's see. All right, here's our first Team Rocket fight of the day. Little kids should leave grown-ups alone. I agree. Team No Kids. Rocket wants to fight. Out Raticate. Okay, that's the first Raticate we've seen. That's looking pretty fierce at level 16. I am definitely not going to want to stay in with Snag. Honestly, I might switch into Henry to try and take this one on, because if that Raticate's got the Hyper Fang like I do, it could dish out some serious hurt real quick. And it's going to go for a Tail Whip, which is scary as well, because my defense is going to fall and it's going to hit me. Okay, with just quick attack, it's still stab, and it does 16 damage. Ooh. So a crit could do... Wow, that didn't do as much as I hoped. I'm thinking might be able to do... Oh man, that did 14. I just gotta keep my eye out for crits, because I don't want to lose Henry the episode after we picked him up. Let's see what... Oh, he's gonna go for the Hyper Fang. 44. That's terrifying. Holy cow. So you might have quick attack. I know Jerry's got quick attack. Does Chester have quick attack? It's got 20 defense and it's got quick attack. And what's its attack? It's got 25 attack. Let's see what Jerry's attack and defense are like. One more check on Chester. I think Chester might be the play. Although, 25 speed. What my plan here is to switch into something that's got quick attack and try and get off a quick hit on the Raticate. But I'm concerned that I won't outspeed it and it'll quick attack and hit me. Oh man, I didn't expect the beginning of this episode to pick up like this. This is kind of terrifying. Get him, Jerry. Okay, cool. I went for a Tail Whip. So now I'm going to go for a quick attack, hope for the best. I hit it. Took it out. All right. What an exciting start to the episode. And Nick grew to level 10. I gained 129 experience all around. And I defeated Rocket. I'll tell you, well, I was going to say I'm going to use an escape rope, but I'm just going to use a potion on Henry. I'm glad I have him. That was really clutch. I might actually use 2 potions on Henry just to get him close to full. And I think what I'm going to do is put... I'm not going to have a Snake up in the front right now. I'm going to put Chester. I'll put Chester up front for now. Actually, I'll put Jerry, because if that guy's Raticate was level 16 and my Rattata's level 15, hopefully mine will evolve if I hit the next level. Let's just blow through these random encounters. We don't really care about those. And continue making our way through Mount Moon. Oh, I hear my dogs in the background. I wonder if somebody's walking by the house. They're an angry little bunch. Alright, let's take on this Rocket member. Team Rocket will find the fossils, revive, and sell them for cash. We'll see about that. Rocket grunt. Rocket wants to fight. What do you have for me, Rattata? Well, guess what? So do I. Let's hit him with a Hyper Fang. We outspeed. Excellent. Maybe we can get a flinch. We're just gonna knock him out. Rattata's looking swole. Crew level 16. Excellent. He's gonna use a Zubat. Yes, I'm gonna switch into Pidgey. Try and give Pidgey some experience. Excuse me, Chester. I would love to get a Pidgeotto on the team. Because every time we get an evolution, we're going to see those base stats go up, and anytime we can increase our base stats, don't hit, thank you. Anytime we can increase our base stats, that means we're going to dish more damage and be able to survive more hits. So, evolution is muy bueno. He's going to do 1 damage to me, and I'll just pick him off with a quick attack and call that a day. Enemy Zubat fainted. Excellent. Shane defeated a Rocket. Urgh, now I'm mad. Alright, is there any items over here? Maybe hidden, but... Alright, what do we have here? Hey, stop. I found these fossils. They're both mine. Well, I'm gonna clean the floor with you, and then take one of them for myself. How's that sound, super nerd? Got a Grimer. Okay. Now Grimer is a poison type, and oh, look at that, we did not evolve at level 16, so Team Rocket cheats. No surprise there, they're the evil team. Does 6 damage with the pound, we'll just hit him with a quick attack. Easy priority, and it doesn't pick up the knockout. Unfortunate. Hyper Fang was disabled, I'll go for... Okay. That lasted a long time. I remember when that Jigglypuff disabled us outside of Mount Moon. It lasted several turns. Yeah, we'll go ahead and switch into Chester. I know that's not like a great idea, since Voltorb's an electric type, but I really don't think it's got Thunder Shock. It might prove me wrong. That would be pretty surprising, especially after we just narrowly avoided losing a team member to that Raticate. But he used a Screech. So I'm actually going to swap out. I'm going to go ahead and pause here for a second because my dogs are going wild. I'll wait until they calm down and then we'll proceed. Alright, they seem to calm down for the time being. I'm going to switch Henry in. That'll shake off the defense drop. And he's just going to go right back for it, but I'll hit him with a Horn Attack. And there are no abilities in this game, so he's not going to be able to hit us and paralyze us with static or anything like that. That's one thing I do miss in these games is abilities, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's, you know, unfortunate that my Pokemon don't get abilities, but it is nice that I don't have to worry about enemies' Pokemon having good abilities and, you know, pulling out surprises. Switch into Chester. Henry, enough. Come back. I really don't think he's going to have the self-destruct at this level. That would be a big no-no. Smog, don't poison. Nice. So in the last episode, I was editing it, and I noticed a lot of things where I started to talk about something, and then I ran into a wild Pokemon and completely lost my train of thought or something like that. I think one of those things was saying that I need to make sure I'm careful when we're catching Pokemon, that in this game, your boxes only hold, I don't know, 20 Pokemon or something like that. And if you try to catch a Pokemon while the current selected box is full, then the game just says, you don't have room for catching Pokemon right now. Try again later. And so that would really be unfortunate if we get a good encounter and we go to try and catch it and then our box is full. So we'll have to make sure we manage that pretty closely. You want the Helix fossil? Do we want Lord Helix? Anybody remember Twitch plays Pokemon? Do we want the Dome fossil? I'm gonna go Dome fossil. Sorry, Lord Helix. I think Kabutops is a pretty good pick. It's really fast, it can hit really hard and get some crits. I think it learns Slash, which is a high crit ratio move. double, you know, compound that with its really good speed, and he could be a crit machine. Let's see what we got here. We made it through the cave. Route 4, Mountain Moon, Cerulean City. Okay, so there's that ledge I was talking about, or one of the ledges I was talking about, where if you hop down, you can't get back. And there's a Great Ball, our first Great Ball. It's gonna have a better chance of catching Pokemon than the Pokeball. So we'll go through our Pokeballs first, and maybe use a Great Ball if the circumstances dictate. Let's take a look around here. Obviously, both of those ledges had little openings so you could get back through, but we're eventually going to get to one where, right there, if we hop down, we won't be able to come back. So what do we have? TMO 4. Is that Mega Punch? Something like that? And can I fight that last? No, I think I won't be able to get up there until I have Surf. She's all boxed in from this side, can't get to it from over there. Could be a hidden item down here, but I'm not going to click around trying to find it. I think we get the item finder in this city, so I can eventually start kind of rooting around and ferreting out those hidden items. I'm going to go ahead and skip the grass real quick, heal up the Pokemon, maybe buy a couple more Pokeballs, and then we can get our counter for Route 4. Make our way into the Pokemon Center. Say hello to Nurse Joy. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. You look just like the one outside of Mount Moon and in Pewter City and Viridian City. So weird. Thank you. Your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. I always do that. I spam A and end up talking to her again. Let's see what this guy has to say. Have you heard about Bill? Everyone calls him a Pokemaniac. I think people are just jealous of Bill, though. Who wouldn't want to boast about their Pokemon? Bill has lots of Pokemon. He collects rare ones, too. That Bill. I heard that he'll do whatever it takes to get rare Pokemon. Whatever it takes. That sounds almost nefarious. Alright. There's the gym. Don't want to take that on yet. I'll just see what everybody in town has to say. You're a trainer, too? Collecting? Fighting? It's a tough life. Yeah, it's a tough life, but 10-year-olds gotta do it. Slowbro, withdraw. No, that's wrong. It's so hard to control Pokemon. Your Pokemon's obedience depends on your abilities as a trainer. Slowbro turned away. Oh. What do you have to say? Use Repel to keep bugs and weak Pokemon away. Put your strongest Pokemon at the top of the list for best results. That goes back to what I was talking about when I talked about Repel in Pewter, where you have to have a strong Pokemon in the front of your party, otherwise the Repel doesn't work. Have you seen any rare candy? It's supposed to make Pokemon go up one level. I knew that. Hi there, may I help you? Yes. Let's buy a couple potions, because we went through a few in the cave. Grab 4 for now. We'll grab 3. Oh man, everything is so expensive. So we'll get 3 Repel just for the, pinch situations, and we're going to sell something for sure. I'm going to sell Bite. I'm never going to use that in a playthrough, especially not in Nuzlocke. Get rid of that, give me the money. And yes, I want to keep selling stuff. One thing in particular I know I want to sell. HP up, there it is. I was like, where did it go? Look at that, 4,900 bucks. So HP up is going to raise your HP EVs by 10. Which is good if you're trying to get some competitive Pokemon, but in a Nuzlocke, we're not really worried about that. We can just train. It's only 10 EVs, and I'd rather have the cash. Grass and caves, handled easily. Bike shop. Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back. The red bike, I'll keep it at home so it won't get dirty. What's the point of having a bike then? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? What do you have to say? That bush in front of the shop is in the way. There might be a way around. Oh yes, there is. My husband likes trading Pokemon. If you're a collector, would you please trade with him? What do you want? Hello there, do you want to trade your Poliwhirl for Jinx? Maybe if I had a Poliwhirl, but I don't. Because a Jinx Ice Psychic type, that would be a good addition to the team. There's not a ton of Ice types in the game, just like a lot of other types. Pokemon badges are owned only by skilled trainers. I see you have at least one. Those badges have amazing secrets. Now then, which one of the 8 badges should I describe? Tell us about the Boulder Badge. The attack of all Pokemon increases a little bit. It also lets you use Flash anytime you desire. Now then. So the boost we get is actually a 12.5% increase on all of our Pokemon's attacks, which is kind of good. I know there's a hidden item out here. Hey, there it is. Another rare candy. Sweet. Now we can level up our snake maybe a little bit sooner than before. Let's continue on. I'm not going to go up to the bridge yet because I know Jordan's waiting there to just hit us in the kneecaps. People here were robbed. It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this most heinous crime. Even our police force has trouble with the Rockets. Unfortunate. So we can't go through there yet. We'll have to go up and head across the Nugget Bridge, take on a rival, visit Bill, all that jazz. But for now, we're going to come into this grass over here and see what we get for our encounter. Route 4, I believe. Check our town map. That's not the town map. Yeah, we're on Route 4. So new encounter. What's it going to be? Maybe an Ekans? I know we can run into Spearow, probably some more of the generic Route 1 trash kind of Pokemon. Sandshrew. Excellent. I will take that. It's level 8. Let's head over to Henry. I'm going to try and hit him with Poison Sting. Obviously, that's going to be resisted. And we might get lucky and get a poison, which will slowly whittle its health down and also make it easier to catch. Having a status effect will increase the likelihood of catching it, so that's kind of cool. I did not remember that Sandshrew was over here. So let's carefully whittle its HP down. There's the poison, and I'm going to start throwing Pokeballs. Not going to risk it. Hurt by the poison. Oh, that doesn't do much at all. Maybe a 16th of its health, if that. Let's see if we get lucky. Nailed it. New Pokedex data will be added for Sandshrew. Burrows deep underground in arid locations far from water. It only emerges to hunt for food. Do you want to give a nickname to Sandshrew? Absolutely. I'm going to name this one Sonic. Because it's going to look like a yellow Sonic when it evolves. Transferred to someone's PC. Cool. That was exceptional. I'm not going to add it to the team. We've already got a ground type on the team, but that'll be a good backup to have in case something awful happens. Let's take a step into the gym, see what the gym trainers' levels are looking like. Put Chester up front. This one's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because I think I'm going to have to grind up before we take on Jordan. I know he's going to have a stacked team, so I think the question for today is going to be, why is no one answering the question of the day? Do you not like my questions? Just kidding. Question today, what's your favorite genre of music? I think in one of the videos I recorded, I was wearing an August Burns Red shirt. If you're not familiar with that group, it's kind of a metalcore band that I've liked for a really long time. I've been listening to them since I was in high school, and during quarantine, they've actually put on a live stream concert of one of their albums, which is really cool, and they've got another one coming up this coming weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that. They actually have an album of all Christmas song covers, and it's heavy metal, and it really shreds. So it's a really good way to enjoy live music when you're not able to get out to venues, and I honestly kind of like the experience. It doesn't totally replace the actual concert environment and things like that, but it's a good substitute if that's all you can have at the time. Let's go ahead and throw Jerry out. Maybe, just maybe, we can get enough experience to level up again. Probably not. Shelter's level 16, so we'll see. Shelter used tackle. Alright, I can tell that my dogs are going to go off again because someone just came up to the door, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, let's get back into it. Hit him with the Hyper Fang. So I got two small dogs, Chihuahua, Dachshund, Corgi type things. That was a crit, we'll be fine hitting it with another Hyper Fang. And they go off over everything. The mailman, the doorbell, sounds on TV, our own cat. Even when I get home or my girlfriend gets home, they go wild. So there's no taming them. We've tried different collars and devices, muzzles to get them to keep quiet, but nothing worked. So we just kind of let them get it out of their system. And they're both rescues, so we didn't have them from the time they were puppies and couldn't train them. So we got them a couple years into their life, and they'd kind of already formed their whatever habits they were going to form. So it is what it is. But we still love them very much. I'm not going to spam A. There we go. Got out of that conversation, thankfully. Let's go on and take on the second trainer in the gym before calling that episode a wrap. Another thing I forgot to mention, let's see, who should we have up front? I'm going to leave Chester out front. I think Chester's going to be valuable. One thing I talked a little bit about is how I was watching my way through the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm more than good enough for you. Misty can wait. And I mentioned that I'd skipped Spider-Man, but I actually hadn't skipped Spider-Man. I skipped the Hulk. That was one of the movies that was not available on Disney Plus or Hulu or Netflix. So I just said, screw it. It was the 19. We're gonna have some training to do in between episodes. It was the Edward Norton Hulk. It wasn't even the Mark Ruffalo Hulk. So it's not 100% continuity between the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. I'm just gonna start saying M's. Oh man, I just smacked myself in the face. Alright, Jerry, let's get out there and do a little damage. I hope she only has one Pokemon. Hitting a peck. Okay. 17 damage. And that was the crit, so we can live another crit. It's gonna try and supersonic me, but it fails. And it was weird when I was watching Captain America Civil War, the way they introduced Spider-Man. It made it seem like there had already been a movie about Spider-Man, but there hadn't. It was just like a really, really casual introduction between Tony Stark and Peter Parker. Jerry, okay, so we got 2 level ups there. We got Chester to 18 and Jerry to 17. Are we ending this episode with a double evolution? That would be pretty sick. Chester's evolving. Chester evolved into Pidgeotto, and that Pidgeotto is fat. Okay, so we just had the 1 evolution. I don't have to do 2 back-to-back layout changes, so that's nice. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to let me know, and I'll see you guys in episode 6. Take it easy.